5 to 3 March 1976 as civilian, 1 January 1975 to 30 June 1975, and from 4 March 1976 to 6 April 2003 military, is compulsorily retired in the rank of colonel, with retirement pay based on the salary grade of colonel with 5th longevity pay, effective 7 April 2003. Shortest travel by military or civilian land, water, and air transportation is authorized. Will proceed to destination, home address 210. By order of the Secretary of National Defense, Official Benjamin Defense Jr., General F.A. Chief of Staff, signed Cesar Esperanza, Captain Philippine Navy JC, the Adjutant General. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we will award a plaque to our honoree and to be given by our commander. Headquarters, Northern Luzon Command, Armed Forces of the Philippines, Camp General Severiano Aquino, San Miguel, Tarlac City. Plaque of recognition is hereby presented to Lieutenant Colonel
Star sa floor. Si Top Bautista pa. Yes, sir.
Pangalawa, sa dito. Ayaw ako din. Sa Manila tayo po sir. Ito wala. Ano mo? Bigyan mo ako ng pa. Merong kaya sa Star din meron. Sa Manila. Ay, taman sa atin. Sa Manila na. Ano ito? Saan po lang yun? Saan nga? Anong page? Page 2. Nandun mo, nandun lang. Meron yata sa itaas ko. Kausap ko sa ano kanina. Page 2? Yes, meron siya. Ito Manila Times ha? Tinatanong sa akin ka ba? Tinatanong sa akin ka ang mga buwan ng Mayo, hindi na dito na ganito naman na April pa lang. Family. Ritual para sa retardos.
Of Lieutenant Colonel Rufino Reyes Coronel, Service Philippine Army, who has rendered 30 following years, 11 months and 3 days of dedicated government service, who is retiring compulsorily on 7 January 2003. Our honoree was born on Jerusalem Army prior to his assignment to this command. To name a few, he was a battalion S4 of the 21st IB, 5th Infantry Division, Battalion S4 of the Headquarters Service Battalion, 5th ID, Executive Officer of the Headquarters Battalion of the same division, Commanding Officer of the 1st Forward Service Support Unit and the 2nd Forward Service Support Unit of the Army Support Command, Philippine Army, then subsequently designated as Assistant to Mrs. Felicitas Cruz, the co-teacher of his when he was still with the Department of Education and Culture. After 27 years, 1 month and 2 days for 4 years in the military service, our honoree will now embark to a new phase of life, the promise of civilian life. We come now, ladies and gentlemen, to the awarding ceremony, and may we request our honoree to please come forward, and the award will be presented by no less than our commander, Northern Luzon Command, Major General Romeo B. Dominguez, to be assisted by Captain Balansay, Philippine Navy, our personnel of number 25, dated 03 April 2003. Award of the Military Merit Medal with Gold Anahaw Leaf. Pursuant to paragraph 161, section 2, chapter 1, Armed Forces of the Philippines, Regulations G, 131.053, General Headquarters, Armed Forces of the Philippines, dated 01 July 1986. The Military Merit Medal with Gold Anahaw Leaf is hereby awarded to Lieutenant Colonel Rufino Reyes Coronel, ODAS 108896, Ordnance Service, Philippine Army, for meritorious and valuable service rendered as Assistant Chief of Unified Command Staff for Logistics U4, Northern Luzon Command, Armed Forces of the Philippines, for the period from 16 June 2001 to 07 April 2003. Endowed with deep sense of responsibility, professional competence, and dedication to duty, Lieutenant Colonel Coronel directly involved in the planning, implementing, directing, controlling, and supervising the implementation of the logistics of the command. With his expertise on logistics, his initiative and resourcefulness, he was able to facilitate the much-needed combat clothing and individual equipment of all the personnel of this command, the renovation of motor pool, building, and the repair of mobility assets, and the only staff logistics officer in the history of NOLCOM that made the mobility assets from the highest of 67% before him and now during his watch 100% running condition. He assisted the Commander, Northern Luzon Command, in procuring supplies from higher headquarters and facilitated the timely receipt of items needed of operating units. Subject officer ensured the accomplishment of the task given by this command and as called for by his office mission and function. Moreover, Lieutenant Colonel Coronel, with his vision, the holding of quarterly seminar regarding troubleshooting and defensive driving is a clear manifestation of his great contribution. With his distinct accomplishment, Lieutenant Colonel Coronel earned distinct credit not only for himself, but also for the Armed Forces of the Philippines as well. By command of Major General Dominguez, Official Assistant de Taguilad, Colonel J.C. Philippine Army, Chief Unified Command Staff, signed Ronelio J. Secretaria, Major KMS Philippine Army Command Adjutant. A plaque of recognition is hereby presented to, which is rendered to the Northern Luzon Command, Armed Forces of the Philippines, from 16 June 2001 to 7 April 2003. Given this 4th day of April 2003, at Headquarters, Northern Luzon Command, Armed Forces of the Philippines, Cap the Philippines Commander. At this lecture, ladies and gentlemen, we'll now hear a message of our honoree.
Give the troop tikas penga. Tikas! Ha! Piuno, Tikas, Pahinga! Our beloved Commanding General NOLCOM, Major General Romeo Dumigi, sir. Our Deputy Commander, Brigadier General Francisco Godani, sir. Our Chief of Unified Command Staff, Colonel Alexander Tanagrid, sir. Members of General and Special Staff, unit commanders, men, civilian employees, my wife, Mrs. Felicitas C. Coronel, my 3 daughters, Richie, Ian, Ruby, and my only son, Roger. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It seems as if it was only yesterday when I assumed my position as formerly AC4 of this command. Actually, it was on 16 June 2001 when I took over this position, replacing Captain William Abayari. After 34 years, 11 months, and 29 days of my civilian and military service, I now bow and end my government service to my country and fellow men. Prior to my assignment to NOLCOM, I was the commanding officer of 1st PASU ASCOM in Fort Magsaysay and 2nd PASU ASCOM in Camp Melchor F. de la Cruz, Tiaga, Isabela. After 6 years of being PASU commander, I was reassigned and designated as commander. In my assumption from my office, I've said in my speech that maybe this is my last unit, considering that I have only 1 year and 9 months in my military service. After 2 weeks of my assumption, our former NOLCOM, Lieutenant General Rodolfo C. Garcia, called me up over the telephone if I could join him and be one of his staff. I told him, "Sir, kung palagayin nyo, ako'y makakatulong sa inyo, then I'm ready to serve you and be one of your staff." He told me to report to NOLCOM and order we just follow. Maybe I was really destined to be back here in NOLCOM to finish my job, which I failed to accomplish during my stint as Command Ordnance and Motor Pool Officer in 1995. I served NOLCOM in 1995 and part of 1996 for only 6 months because I was reassigned to ASCOM Philippine Army. After serving NOLCOM for 1 year and 9 months, I can say that I'm happy leaving NOLCOM because I have already accomplished my job. I can humbly say that I have done my best in performing my duties as logistic officer of the command. When I assume my duty as AC4, percentage serviceability rating of our mobility asset is 67%, but now it is 100%. On firepower, percentage serviceability is also 100%. On communication, percentage serviceability is 92% because other radios were placed on job order at CSAP laboratory. On quartermaster, I was able to request from higher headquarters assorted CCI items from head to foot for use of our military personnel. The latest items of CCIA that we issued to officers and EP are go cloth, camouflage t-shirt, and socks. For first quarter of this year, the command received 1 fire truck, 1 DMC Jeep, 1 Suzuki Multicab. This equipment will greatly enhance and beef up NOLCOM's mobility assets. The repair, rehabilitation, and improvement of our major facilities such as Camp Aquino Station Hospital, Officers Clubhouse, EP Clubhouse, Golf Clubhouse, driving range, and swimming pool were attained through good managerability and supervision of our NOLCOM, Deputy Commander, Chief of Staff, and other concerned staff of the command. Working with officers, men, and civilian employees of NOLCOM had been pleasant and memorable for me. As I bid goodbye to all of you, rest assured that I will treasure all the memories that we have worked and shared together. I am grateful to all the supports that you have extended to me, and I will remember this throughout my life. Above all, I would like to thank our Lord above for His guidance and blessings. I would like also to acknowledge and thank my wife and children, who are my source of strength and inspiration for all the challenges and problems that I've encountered in my life. After many years of sacrifices that I and my wife have experienced, I can humbly say now that we have attained the fruits of our hardship. Our 3 daughters and only son were able to finish their college degree. As parents of our children, I can say that we have done our duties and obligation in giving them better education which will serve as cornerstone in their life. As I close my military career, I would like to express my wholehearted gratitude to our beloved Commanding General, Major General Romeo B. Dominguez, for the guidance and support that he had extended to me, to our very kind Deputy Commander, Brigadier General Francisco Godani, to our energetic Chief of Unified Command Staff, Colonel Alexander Taginod, whom I consider my elder brother, and if not for him, the culminating years of my military service would have been wholesome and memorable. To my fellow staff officers, especially our Yuan, whom I consider my best friend, Colonel Balansay was the one giving me advice and moral support whenever I'm encountering some problems, whether it's personal or in line with my official duties. To our personnel and technical staff, unit commanders, other officers, men and women, civilian employees, much thanks for the support and good thing that you have shown to me. To our supply accountable officer, Mrs. Norma Palales, thank you very much, ma'am, for your support and assistance in the follow-up of our much-needed supplies at AP Logistics Center. Finally, though I am retiring from the military service, I can assure you that my heart and arms are always open to serve you at all times whenever you need my service and assistance. Thank you and good day.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we will hear the message of our commander, Major General Romeo B. Dominguez, Armed Forces.
Please give Tikas pahinga.
Tikas! Pahinga! Mga pinuno, Tikas! Pahinga!
Magandang hapon at congratulations kay Colonel Rufino Coronel Pinong. It was a very beautiful speech. Today I was reading my emails and one of the letters there was from a classmate who was retired a year ago, and he was talking about what he's been doing since then. And I like one of the passage that today sa kanya, he looks forward always to the sunrise and always looks back to the sunset. And looking back, parang sabi niya tulad na sinabi mo, parang snap lang yung kanyang service. And he used the word parang one breath in an eternity. Siguro ganun talaga ang buhay, no? Sa something snap lang. And today, if you've been watching yung CNN about the Iraqi war, meron pinapakita doon yung global or world viewer, the map. When the coalition forces attack this airport from Mayabad, nung maliit pinapakita yung world, you'll find out you cannot make sense of the map. And as the map is focused closer, and it's only then that you get to see the idea of the airport, which it turned out to be about 4 kilometers. Yung isa about 3 kilometers ang haba. Anyway, it's now under the hands of the coalition. And all this, pag pinakita mo sa total picture, they do not seem to mean anything. Snap lang. And maybe our life is like that, even the service. So may I greet our Deputy Commander, Brigadier Godani, our Chief Staff, Alex Taginod, of course our honoree, and the beautiful family of Colonel Coronel, Mrs. Felicita o Feli. Favorite namin ni Colonel Godani yung word na Feli, yung pangalan na Feli. His wife and my eldest sister, Feli. And of course, the kanyang flag ni Colonel Coronel, 1 son and 3 daughters instead of 3 sons, 3 stars, 3 daughters. Other officers, this other personnel, civilian personnel around. Today we pay tribute and give honor to Colonel Coronel, who will be retiring Monday after 28 years of dedicated service to the armed forces of the Philippines. Pinong, I observe with deep satisfaction your dedication and devotion to duty not only in the performance of your mandated tasks, but also in your non-traditional tasks. But while you were talking kanina, alam mo, bigla kong may naalala, when I was attending my GSC in Germany, we had lots of travel made. And one of the places we saw was Ulm. Yung U with umlaut, LM, Ulm. This was the hometown of one of my favorite general, Rommel. And one of the place we saw was in Ulm, was yung kanyang yung bahay, may sariling chapel, and where he was buried. Ganito itsura. And before that, we made a call on his son, the Oberbürgermeister, governor, Manfred Rommel, and he would not talk about his father. But naalala ko to kasi nung sa Iraqi war na naman. Yesterday there was an article about the need for a Rommel doon sa Iraqi war. And kaya ko naalala, napag-link-link ko because Rommel was, while he was a good general, field general, he was a professor bago siya pumasok sa military. One of the respected professor. And Pinong here is a former teacher. So basically he was not an infantry guy. He was more of a technical guy like Pinong, who is not purely logistician. He's an ordnance guy, no? Si Pinong. That makes him very dangerous. And all this, naalala ko kanina, and you must be good because you reminded me of my favorite general, as I've said.
Yeah.
Despite the inadequacy of essential resources, you have always carried on with your tasks through some of the most crucial and critical moments. Worth mentioning is, yung nabanggit kanina sa order, yung award, is the serviceability profile of the mobility assets of this command from 2/3 to 1/2, or 67% to 100% in the first quarter of the current year. Actually, this is one of the statistics that really caught my attention when I was first briefed at the conference room, and I particularized about this point. A logistic officer is probably one of the most difficult staff positions. In the German army, where I had my GSC, it is one of the two most senior staff in any unit. The other one is the operations, but his equal is the logistic officer. So in a brigade, for example, in a German brigade, you have a G3 and a G4. All the other staff are called S1, S2, which only emphasizes yung the seniority of the two staff. Dito sa atin, medyo hindi nabibigyan ng, for some reason, right focus. But in my heart, believe me, Pinong, because I have been in the service for 36 years. See, I've been in the service for 36 years, no? Correct? 36 years. I have higher respect for the supply people. What better way to symbolize logistics operation than that of a gear? Ang tawag sa Tagalog yan, yung mga ngipin, gear. If this command, or any office for that matter, can be likened to a machine, the logistic officer serves as the gear that keeps it running. You have become to be more than just a staff officer, but a dependable tool in this command. Your active participation in the implementation of numerous projects of this command has significantly contributed to the delivery of basic services that our soldiers desperately needed. And so, having said that, I hope I have stressed and gave you a better perspective of the logistics operation that our honoree was able to represent magnificently. I only had 2 months experience with it. I first met Pinong here at the NOLCOM, and I have only good words for what I saw as a professional. But when I started asking for some personal question related to this retirement, I find out that the professional guy is, or the brilliant professional guy is as brilliant as a person, as an individual person. He has a respectable family, and his private life is something that impressed me. So again, Pinong, accept our profound thanks and appreciation to you. That I say in behalf of the Northern Luzon Command. Most of the people here know you better, and I hope I have used the right words. But I know that they will fall short on the real you. May you bring with you the same energy you have shown to the armed forces in your future undertakings. And people here will always remember you, not only for your work here, because every time they will mail now, deliver or mail sa post office, they will remember you. Kasi mag-join sa Philippine Postal Services. So to you, Pinong, feel free to come back and visit us anytime. We are family. This is your family. Nandiyan ka lang naman sa Bulacan. So, for now, may sabi sa Boy Scout, di ba? Hope leader sing till we meet again. And so, we wish you all the best and your family. Kay Mrs. Coronel, one thing is sure, you have meron kang bagong antik sa bahay. Magandang hapon sa ating lahat.
Pinuno, da, hop. Taluban. Ha! Mga pinuno at kawani, talikod. Ha! Pinuno, handa na po ang talupan sa pagsilo ng utawat. Mga pinuno, sa likod. Ha! Tikas! Hinga! Mga pinuno, tika, hinga! Ihujat! Mga pinuno, handa! Hop! At... Ha! Tanghal! Ha! Mga pinuno, huwag kamay! Ha! Mga pinuno, huwag kamay! Ha! Baba! Ha! Sunod, kawani. Tumalikod. Ha! Sabihin mo. Huh. Manda sa pagsasanay, sa paghawak ng sandata. Kanang balikat. Ha! Kaliwang balikat. Ha! Agap. Ha! Baba. Siyasat! Ha! Agap! Ha! Baba! Ha! Pasa! Basit! Harap sa kanan! Hap! Kanang balikat! Hap! Balangay! Unang balangay! Pasulong!
ladies and gentlemen, for orders. Colonel Quintilla, Colonel Mata, Colonel Sabog, and Major Belen. Our ceremony for this afternoon, good day and happy weekend to each and everyone. All right, announcement to join us at 1900 hours.
Na.
Oy, Raul, kailangan daw ng assistant.
ating Commanding General at may pang mga kasama natin, inaasahan natin mga kasama natin sa ating anniversary social. Sa pagbukas po ng ating programa ngayong gabi, inimbitahan natin si Father Andres Bonifacio Villesa para magbigay ng kanyang invocation.
God's presence as we pray. You have brought us to this very place, O God Almighty, as your one big family here in Northern Luzon Command, headed by our Commanding General, Major General Romeo B. Dominguez. We beseech you, O Lord, bless each one of us here, the officers, enlisted personnel, civilian employees, and other special guests as we celebrate our NOLCOM anniversary night and other joy activities. Let this simple celebration of God be an opportunity to share a part of ourselves in nurturing and strengthening the bond of camaraderie among us as a team for a more fruitful and meaningful working relationships. This we all ask through Christ our Lord and Savior. Amen.
Isa po sa mga malagang pagkitipo natin ngayong gabi ay binibigyan natin ng parangal ang ating retire at mag-retire na kasama sa person of Lieutenant Colonel Rufino Cornel, kasama si Mrs. Cornel. Very pleased ask them to rise para meron for life. Yan po si Mrs. Cornel. Kaya po nasa pupo ng kanyang mga magaganda at mapuputi na nagmana sa ilang anak. Pwede po sila ma-request na tumayo. Ang mga inspirasyon ni Lieutenant and Mrs. Rufino Cornel. So, this junction po, tawagan na po natin ating Deputy Commander, Colonel Francisco Tulani, para ibigay ng kanyang welcome remarks.
Dalawang taon po pagiging deputy, siguro master ko na pagbibigay ng welcome remarks. I've been deputy sa Southcom na 18 months, saka dito nakakatatlong wala ako. Siguro kahit natutulog ako, isingin niyo ako, pwede ako magbigay ng welcome remarks. Hindi na tayo. At any rate, ngayong gabi tayo ay triply at talaga namang muntik na bumaluha sa kanyang pananampati kanina. At tama lang na sa gabi ito, bigyan natin siya ng tama pang recognition. At itong gabi ay alay din sa kanya. At of course, pangalawa, sa gabi ito ay, of course, I know he will be introduced properly later, but gusto ko nang unahan na tayo, pangalawa, ay tayo ay we're doubly blessed because of the presence of our Honorable Congressman of the 3rd District of Tarlac. Palakpakan natin si Congressman Jessica Lapus. Yung mga tiga 3rd District dyan, malapit na Mayo. And of course, last but not the least, we should not forget that this is our 16th anniversary socials. Kaya meron tayong anniversary night ngayon. Kaya ngayong gabi, tatlong dahilan kung bakit tayo narito at nagtitibon-tibon. Ibig sabihin nun, 3 oras, minimum tayo rito. Of course, marami pa tayong gagawin sa gabi ito. At alam kong ang gabi nito ay magtatapos ang ating 1 linggo ng ano ba yung sa Tagalog ng celebration? Pagkunita. Pagdiwa. Mula kayo, ano sa Tagalog. So, ngayong gabi nito, tatapusin natin ang 1 linggo pagdiriwang ng ating anniversary. At it is but fit and proper na tayo ay magsaya. Dahil bukas, meron naman tayong Saturday special. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight because we have a lot to do tonight. Welcome to this anniversary night socials.
Guys, tinatawag natin as Syrian standard na tinuro sa atin ang ating Deputy Commander Colonel Dani. Napakahirap po yun. Sa tinagal-tagal po namin yung bangko, first time po namin masubukan yun. Ang papasalag siguro dito si Colonel Dani. Pero tinanggap po namin ang challenge, marami din po nakapasa. At ngayon po po'y pararakaran natin sila. Sa number 18 po, ang 18 sa mga nag-qualify, si Colonel Orlando Padlan with a score of 131 points. We will request our guest of honor, Congressman Jesse Lampos, to be assisted by our commander and our deputy. At masaya po kami ngayon dahil yung pumaka-award sa atin si Congressman Lampos. Member po siya ng Philippine Shooting Team. Added na very good. Medal. 131 points goes to Lieutenant Colonel Sinaida Abad. Chief Nurse ng Royal Homeland. 173 points goes to Captain Pedro Cadiente. To be received by Garcio. Pwede pa sa tumarapin. Sini, pakinig si Junior sa inyo. $176 points goes to Lieutenant Colonel Elmer Puros. To be received by the SOC Siguro kasi Colonel Puros is from Baguio City. We request our SOC to Secretary of Unified Command to receive the award. Colonel Figaran. Paki-receive yung part in behalf of Wenger News. 176 points goes to Captain Grace Patanindagan of the Station Hospital. Grace. 179 points goes to Major Ronilio Secretaria, our command adjutant. 185 points goes to Captain Bernardo M. Onya of the Office of the U7. $194 points goes to Colonel Julius M. Abad. The medal will be received by Colonel Abad, Iwan. $203 points goes to Lieutenant Colonel Severino S. Tanagan of the CRG, medal to be received by Sergeant Diaz. Yung po kanyang pagpapress sa unit. $216 points goes to Lieutenant Colonel John L. Bonapos, our U3. Any officer sa U3? May we request our U1 to receive the medal in behalf of Colonel Bonapos. At pag-stay na rin siya, 236 points goes to Captain Jaime L. Balansay, Philippine Navy. 249 points goes to Lieutenant Colonel Monta. Of course, our second runner-up, 253 points, Colonel Raimundo A. Ramones, the CEO of Headquarters Support Group. Trophy is it? Second runner-up. 262 points, expert, Major Armando B. Gundran of the Headquarters Service Corps. Trophy to be received by the CEO, Colonel Ramones. And of course, our champion, expert, 289 points, Captain Danilo D. Benavides of the Unified U3. We request our U1 to receive the trophy in behalf of Captain Benavides, the overtime solution. Thank you, sir, for the giving awards. Sa mga nanalo po at those who will be trying hard to be champion, nakapakan po natin lahat natin mga sarili. Give the note of gift sa ating mga birthday celebration. January 5, Captain Nieval Mantinilla. 29 January. Captain Mantinilla of the State Master. Colonel Raul Hernandez, Singapore. Sub-Sergeant Richard G. Sia. Richard Sia. Technical Sergeant Nestor of Sena. Wala na doon sa mga kasama, diretso na lang. Master Sergeant Chofino Barlatan. Barlaan. Staff Sergeant Romeo V. Almeida. Almeida. Huwag na tayo magsalud ng mga kasama. Colonel Marlon Sabong. Master Sergeant Perry Roy Acosta. Perry Roy Acosta. To be received by the wife, Mrs. Acosta. Ayun, ang new form. Mrs. Pre Sebastian. Civilian employee. Captain Mary Grace Patanindagan, Nurse 4. Technical Sergeant Edwin Jabines. Master Sergeant Patricio E. Natividad. To be received by the wife. Natividad. Sergeant Rico G. Peño. And Technical Sergeant Lisa Esteban. Thank you very much. Ito lang po yung natin, hindi pa dumarating iba na. Before we proceed, may we request our danceable civilian employees to hit the floor. Our first dance will be the LA Walk. LA Walk will be led by our danceable ladies, mga civilian employees. Yung pong inspirasyon ng ating kumalang Lord Luzon Luna. Siguro ituloy natin na sweet music. Cha-cha! Cha-cha! Maya, sandali lang. At recognize natin mga dancers na doon. Kuna kaya guys, mga iya. Di ba na? Sabi ko lagi sa natutuwa ko, nakikita namin yung mga nagagandahan para sa ganyan. Pinagmamastan ko kanina si Colonel Lindayo nasasabi niya nauna lang siya ng panganak. Kaya niya daw yan Nung siya ko namin si Colonel Lindayo, makita niyo isayaw na yung mga latest sa isayaw nun. Magkahabol si Muluyo. Maya, sandali na nakikita namin yan. Si Miss Aline Salvador. Janeline. Si Miss Jem Castillo. Maraming talento mga kalagang. Si Miss Kids Baltasar. Greta Baltasar. Si Miss Marilyn Jola. Miss Christian de Guzman. Miss Jane Salvador. Jason Salvador, kapatid siguro ito. Pagkikisan. Si Cherry Ann. Yan. Si Joy. Si Jovel. Sabay-sabay po natin silang palakpakan. Maraming salamat karamihan. Kami natutuwa sa inyong contribution. Sana magkita-kita tayo sa Pasko. Puntahan niyo, huwag niyo kalimutan puntahan si Kerry Lopez. Sigurado sa Pasko. Ngayon po ay special number para sa lahat. Ito po ay special request. Pangungunahan po ni Colonel Lindayo. Once. Secretary, Lieutenant General Gregorio Pio Patapa. Ang ating pong Vice Presidente, dalawa, Colonel Timoteo P. Pisanya, Captain Jaime El Balansay, Philippine Navy, tawag sa kaya Pisanya, please. Of course, ang ating Presidente, Pangulo ng Northern Officers Club, Colonel Raimundo Ramones. Hihili po namin ang ating Commanding General, Guillermo Indivigo to induct the newly elected officers of the Non-Com Officers Club. Mga kasama, pinatan lang po ninyo ang inyong panunumpa sa tungkulin at isubmit po sa ating sekretary para pirmahan ang ating punong mineral.
Sa mga sumasayaw kanina. Saan nagaling siya na ba yan? Yung mga taga-dental? Ano ang binigay niyong incentive? Sa mga bata? Bakit? Wala? Nasa pasto na lang. Yung anniversary natin 16. Mukhang wala pang mga 16 yun. Mga 12 years old siguro din. That is something alien for our generation. The old man, Colonel Lapus, was the adjutant general when we entered the academy. And Jessley would have been part of the class. Hindi ko alam kung class 71 or 70. But the father said no. I do not want that magkaroon na impression na kaya ka makapasok sa military dahil ang Adjutant General is your father. So hindi pumasok si Congressman. And he went straight, finished his accounting at the age of 18 years old. And he was a CPA at the age of 19. And by the time he joined the AIM, he was, I think, 23 years old, with 3 years experience with the SGB. Sana ikapakilala ko sa Kyle kanina, kaya nagmamadali din. Last minute yung invitation ko sa kanya kahagabi. He invited us to his farm dito sa Concepcion. And although he is scheduled to go to Manila tonight, nagpaulak ng konti, dumaan dito. And meron siyang appointment early morning, his usual weekly radio program. At the age of 29, he was the highest paid executive sa Asia. Ay president of Triumph, yung gumagawa ng bra. For 6 years, until he realized na he is not doing, sabi niya, not enough for the country. And so he accepted na maging undersecretary panahon ni President Ramos. Kaya ano ba? Okay, kay Cory, President Cory, as undersecretary. And he was paid a monthly salary equivalent to his one hour salary doon sa kanyang dating pinagtatrabaho. And sayang, wala siya. You would have known how we appreciated yung kanyang ginagawa for the government. And sabi ko sa kanya, sa akin lang, in my very short exposure ko sa kanya, namit ko siya first time doon sa birthday ni Secretary Reyes. And I find him very an asset of Tarlac. And I hope, sabi niya kasi, he will just serve lang itong sa Congress for some time. After that, I think babalik siya sa practice. But I hope magbago pa ang isip. Manny Pangilinan is now sa PLDT, no? He is the highest paid Filipino executive, but the original one is Jesly Lamos. And so kanina binanggit ni Brigadier Boy Gudani, we have a number of reasons why we gathered here today. The first one is, of course, the new anniversary. This is a combination of our one-week celebration na halos hindi natin napansin yung celebration because we try to jive it with our regular schedule. And that was done by design. As I've said, I am just a commander of NORCOM. I cannot declare holiday. So yung ating mga activities, siningit-singit natin. So we can continue going to our office during regular time. This is also an awareness being done already in other offices. And I was informed, matagal na kayong celebrate ng anniversary rito. Kuto ba yan? So, alien, makita niya yung word na anniversary, baka natinignan niyo pa sa dictionary kung ano yun. So, tagal na. And the other one, as equally important, is we are sending off the fine officer who served the military for 28 years, si Colonel Dogon, Colonel ang ating apo ni Balagtas. And I was very happy kung may hapon. Hindi ko alam na darating yung family niya, but I was very happy to welcome them, the family, to the very simple ceremony that we had. Simple it may be, yung panpunan ay napakahaba, napaka-kalmang sentay, celebrators. Yung daughter ko, mahinig niya yung word na celebrator, ng laki yung mata. Because sabi niya, di ba celebrants? When I explained to her na sabi ko yung celebrant is for the priest celebrating Mass. Sabi niya, I will argue. I will debate you. And it took me some time bago siya ma-convince. But being sa officers ng club, ay hindi something social. I want you to work. I want you to give meaning to the word club. Kailangan, because we have the facilities na alam natin sa government, there is no way na magkakaroon ng maintenance or provisions. We'll have to run it like a real business para it can maintain itself. And I want professional people to be running this same way, differently, in golf club and the other activities that will be introduced here. I'm still in the study or evaluation period of some other proposal and things. One is the creation of an athletic center dito sa Atsalo. This was proposed to me by the mayor, and it's something I was not surprised to hear because matagal na encourage sa Army for one, yung magkaroon na maging yung ating kampo magkaroon ng relevance sa sports development. And I think the proposal of Mayor Mendoza is something I cannot refuse. The other one is, of course, the livelihood project for some open areas. Matagal na rin binabanggit sa akin ito about cassava cultivation. Incidentally, the company that is being introduced by Secretary Diaz is a German company. It takes a German technology to develop something hindi na bago sa atin, yung kamoting kahoy. And these are fun, no? Matagal pa itong negotiations. But this will not come into reality if we do not start visualizing it. You know, first one, if you have any dream, you have anything in mind, hindi mo ma-start ang first step kung hindi mo ma-visualize. Mabigyan ng kwanito in your mind. It is already something that you can touch. And this is what I'm doing now. And I hope the staff that I broached the idea to will have started doing so. And of course, nasimulan namin sa golf club kanina, nagkaroon kami ng board meeting. And this one, although sa board meeting ng golf club yun, nabanggit na doon sa key officers ng officers club. The same thing that we will do for the enlisted personnel. In my mind, nakikita ko namin dito sa loob ng kampo, hindi lang yung athletic bowl, but parang commercial center, we call it concessionaire. Pero pag concessionaire kasi, tingin naisip natin, 50s, hindi na idea. We need to have something na nasa future, hindi yung nasa likod. Patapos na. And again, this will never be realized without everybody's cooperation. And my first step in doing that is identify ko sa ito one by one later on. And let you see in your mind what is already shaping up in my mind. Alam mo na dati na ako dito, but with my pagdating to rito, nag-observe ako, we do not lack talent. We do not lack talent. Siguro para sa inyo, para pa kami. I'll give justice to the preparation of the yes, Beto, sa CIO, itong speech na ginawa. So tonight we culminate our week-long celebration of our anniversary with this fellowship social, no matter how simple our celebration was or has been. I feel you all deserve my commendation and a pat at the back for a job well done. Take note, you are. When I say that tomorrow or next day, some other time, I want to say something. Diba? It was indeed very simple, but meaningful, and it was done without disturbing such as the routine activities of the command. Tonight we have summed up various occasions into one, namely induction of the newly elected officers, recognition of birthday celebrators for the first quarter, bienvenida for the newly reported officers, as well as despedida for the senior officer leading us, si Colonel Coronel. And nawala sa program yung recognition ng mga promotees. Nagkamali, tayo yung spelling natin, dahil lang nakalagay kasi sa program si Pining. Dapat Pining, ano? O Pining ba yan? Of course, I'm very happy na dumating si Congressman Lapus. Before yung majority dumating dito, he was already practicing kumanta. Hindi yung tinawag, kinakabahan na nga. Bakit hindi yung tawagin? Hindi yung tinawag. But nakita niyo yung yung upbringing niya sa military guy. He was not a spoiled brat. Yung kanyang galaw, something you cannot believe. Okay lang. Focus on security. Yung kanyang concern for the military, of course, siguro nakita niya talaga kailangan may tumutulong sa military. He's saying that. But principally because of this, yung pag-idol niya sa father. Kagabi, yung kwentuhan namin, talaga nakasenter lang sa father. So again, sa mga officers, binabanggit ko sa mga kanito, sa mga socials, yung commander, pag nandiyan ang commander, yung mga lahat ng umatin, cannot leave, di ba? Yun ang nasa etiquette. But sabi ko, sa etiquette ko, nakalagay din doon, the commander will have to leave early. And that has been my practice kahit ang trabaho sa ibang division to ibang command. Whenever we have social, I have to leave early. Para kayo, if you want to enjoy some more, mas nakaka-relax kayo pag wala yung commander. And I will continue with that. Kaya sabi na, I will have to give my message sa radio. Tsaka pangalawa, may lakad din tayo bukas. May lakad kami. Because mayroon kami official function sa elsewhere. And this is not yet the Sunday. So, sa mga anak ni Colonel Coronel, nakita niyo yung mga pinagdaanan ng father niyo, we have no weekends. Most of the time. So again, siguro congratulations to all of you, to all of us for surviving Week Nolpo for the last 16 years. And congratulations for the activity yung mga nag-observe, anything, promotion, induction, birthdays, and of course, sa despedida. Nabanggit ko na kanina, this is not the end for him. He's been a member of the military. He is always welcome to come back anytime. He just tell us na just sa gate. We will lay out the red carpet for you. Kahit walang red carpet. So, please continue your fun, having fun. Maga-maga pa ang gabi. And tomorrow, start na ba ng Saturday inspection ulit? Hindi ganon masyado, ano? Okay, cancel na muna natin. Are you recommending that? He's recommending it. Hindi tayo mag-approving. To all of us, congratulations. Mabuhay. Ganda nito.
At next week, we will continue our celebration for our incoming Lieutenant General, Romy Dominguez.
Mga kasama, nobody will be seen sitting except our anniversary dance. What military dance? Anniversary what? Lahat po ay sasayaw. Anniversary dance. Everybody, get your partner. Mapalin, mapalangkat, kakatahan tayo ng ating chinulista. Oh, how we dance Father,